Welcome to another video. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about diminished chords. So, what a diminished chord is and how we can use it, let's break it down. So, what is a diminished chord? A diminished chord is a chord made up of pure minor thirds. So, if we start on C, we're going to have C, E flat, G flat, A. This is a diminished chord. And it can be inverted by putting this low note here at the bottom up to the top. And we have a fully diminished E flat, and then a G flat diminished, A diminished, C diminished. And you can go up and down. And it's the same inversion. It has 4 different names depending on what note you're starting it on. But that's it. So there's that diminished chord, there's C sharp diminished chord. So, and then there's D diminished, F diminished, A flat diminished, B diminished. So the idea of diminished chord is this kind of crunchy sound, they call it in traditional theory. But for us, that's a chord we usually don't use, but how can we use it to make our music more interesting? Here's how it's going to come into play. Whenever we have a chord progression, and we're familiar with this chord progression, hundreds of songs are built on this. So we have a C, G, A minor, and then F. To create a little more tension and movement in this progression, because this is kind of, it's safe, it sounds nice. But to create some kind of movement, we're going to add a diminished chord. I'll do it again. So C, G, I'm going to do a G sharp diminished chord. And this is going to lead us to our A minor. So G, G sharp diminished, and then A minor. So where I'm placing it is pretty important too, because I'm going from, in the key of C, from the 5 to the 6. Anytime I have this movement of a 5 to a 6 chord, or G to A minor, I'm going to throw in G, G sharp diminished, A. So let's look at an example. The first one we're going to look at is La Única Razón. That's in B minor. So it does a B minor, G, D, A. We want to put the diminished chord between the 5 and the 6. So in this case, we have to put it between the A and the B minor. So instead of just going, right, just going straight A to B minor, we're going to add the diminished. And that makes it a little more interesting. Da da da, diminished, da da da, ba da da da, y por siempre te alabaré, tú eres todo poderoso. So what that chord is, it's a A sharp diminished, and it's A sharp, D, or I'm just gonna call it A sharp, C sharp, E, and G. And what I'm doing in the left hand, just octave, to make it beefier, to make it a little thicker. And in the right hand, I'm playing whatever inversion is going to come out more natural to it land on a B minor. So it'll probably be this one. So again, A sharps on the left hand, and then G, A sharp, C sharp, E. So that progression again will be B minor, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D. And I'm going to split the A in half because I'm going to put 2 chords in there now. So it's going to be A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, A, diminished minor. Let's look at another song. Chords in the key of A, E, F sharp, D, A. So we have our 1 chord, 5 chord, F sharp minor is our 6, and D is our 4. And this one is Viste a mí cuando nadie me vio, me amaste a mí cuando nadie me amó. Right? easy progression, simple, predictable, safe, that's fine. But if we want to add a little more tension, a little movement to move the progression, so me diste nombre, yo soy tu niña, la niña de tus ojos, que me amaste a mí. That's a movement. Te amo más que a mi vida, te amo más que a mi vida, vida. So what that is, it's A, E, and then I'm doing my diminished chord of F, because that is between E and F sharp. So F, it has to be F diminished, and we just built minor thirds around it. So F, A flat, B, and D would be the next one up. I'm just gonna grab the D down here, and my left hand's gonna play F. And then we go to F sharp minor, or F sharp minor 7. And again, right? Te amo más que a mi vida, te amo más que a mi vida. Another example I have in the last one is Recibe toda la gloria, right? Creo en ti, Jesús. Let's just say we're in this part. Y lo que harás en mí. So we're in the key of G. We do a D chord, which is the 5, and the 6th chord is E minor. So right between the 5 and the 6th chord are D major and E minors, where we want to add that diminished chord. So the diminished chord is going to be D sharp diminished. So my left hand's going to catch D sharp octaves, and I'm going to play D sharp, F sharp, A. It would be C up here if I'm playing that inversion, but I like to surround it this way with C down here. So we go. Creo en ti, Jesús. Chords right here are 6, 5, 4, E minor, D major, C. Back to our 1 chord, G, and me. D chord, 5, and me. Here we go. Recibe toda la gloria. And you get into it, right? Toda la honra, precioso Hijo de Dios. Here comes. Recibe toda la gloria. So you want to add it in between the 5 and the 6th. That's going to create movement. It's going to create tension. You're going to want to resolve to whatever that next chord's going to be. So those are 3 examples. You can find it in anything. Anything that goes from 5 to 6, I'm going to say like in 90% of the cases, it's going to work. So find some songs, experiment with that, see how it goes for you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and happy practicing.